Oh. Okay, hi. This is Gaby Dunn. Hopefully the sound is working. It's live and we love that. So, or I guess this proves it's live. What if we were tricking you? But we're not. So you guys win. So basically, this is a live read. We've done a few of these where we read the script from a movie that is traditionally very straight and very white. A lot of them are very white. And what we do is we have been doing like make it queer. And so now we're doing the Breakfast Club, which is maybe one of the whitest movies ever. And we're doing it all black and all queer cast that I'm so excited to introduce you guys to and show you their talents. Oh, my partner just texted me. Nobody can hear you. Thank you, Mal. No, now, yeah, no, I know. They're helpful. So throughout this, I will be in the chat and I will be posting resources. It's a to-do list for ways that you can help Black Lives Matter. There's also ways to donate to Black trans femmes in the arts and also to GLITS, which is Gays and Lesbians in Transgender Society. There's also like links to like documents about white supremacy, documents about glossary of terms. And then there's all kinds of actions you can take that aren't donating, that are just calling or tweeting or who's coming for us.
Police.
I'm in New York. I'm sorry.
Read the goddamn room. Okay.
I'm in the city.
they like. So basically, like the document, I've already put it in the chat, but I'll post it more. We'll have stuff that you can do that is like donate and tweet and stuff that doesn't have to do with money. However, money, we can also, there's places for you to donate also. Also, all the document has all of your cast members, all of their social media. So I suggest please go follow them, and then all of their Venmos. And you can send them tips, and I would encourage you to. This is our first read, if you've been here before, where we're doing tipping, and and that. So basically, I think that's everything. And I'm gonna hand it over to our director, Rheeqrheeq, who will introduce everyone, and then we'll get started, and then I'll shut the fuck up and just be in the chat.
And I was muted, so let's keep it going. Hi, everyone. This is The Breakfast Club is Black and Gay, a Black and Queer reading. In our cast, we have Claire, the princess, is played by Symphony Sanders. Brian, the brain, played by Shantira Jackson. Bender, the criminal, we have Jasika Nicole. Allison, the Basketcase, as well as Karl, we have Jari Jones. Andrew, the Jock, we have Brian Michael Smith. Vernon and all the parental units will be played by Yazmin, Monet, Watkins. And I am your director, Rheeqrheeq Chainey, and this is The Breakfast Club, written by Mr. John Hughes.
Woohoo!
Hooty hoo. Here we go. About to read a lot publicly. Here we go. Exterior, Shermer High School day. During Brian's monologue, we see various views of the things inside the school, including Bender's locker.
Saturday, March 24th, 1984, Shermer High School, Shermer, Illinois, 60062. Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was that we did wrong. What we did was wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write this essay telling you who we think we are. What do you care? You see us as you want to see us, in the simplest terms and the most convenient definitions. You see us as a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, and a criminal, correct? That's the way we saw each other at 7 o'clock this morning. We were brainwashed.
We cut to the interior of Claire's car. We see Claire and her father sitting in their car in the parking lot. Claire is the prom queen and clearly a snob.
I can't believe you can't get me out of this. I mean, it's so absurd. I have to be here on a Saturday? I mean, it's not like I'm a defective or anything.
I'll make it up to you. Honey, ditching class to go shopping doesn't make you a detective. Have a good day.
Claire rolls her eyes and gets out of the car and walks up the school's front steps. Interior Brian's car. We're in Brian's car with his mother and his little sister. He's sort of a nerd.
Now, is this the first time or the last time we do this?
Last.
Well, get in there and use the time to your advantage.
Mom, we're not supposed to study. We're just supposed to sit there and do nothing.
Well, mister, you figure out a way to study. Well, go.
Brian gets out of the car and walks towards the school. Interior Andrew's car. He's there with his father. Andrew is clearly a jock wearing a Letterman jacket with lots of patches on it.
Hey, I screwed around. Guys screw around. There's nothing wrong with that. Except you got caught, sport.
Yeah, I know. Mom already ringed me.
Yeah, you want to miss a match? You want to blow your ride? Now, no school's going to give a scholarship to a discipline case. You hear me?
Andrew gets out of the car and walks into the school. We're back in the parking lot. We see John Bender walking towards us. He's wearing sunglasses. A car is coming towards him, but he doesn't stop walking. The car slams on its brakes directly in front of him. He doesn't give it any mind. Out of the car steps Allison. She's dressed all in black. She steps forward to look in the car's front window, but the car drives away without looking back at her. Cut to interior library. There are 6 tables and 2 rows of 3. Claire is sitting at the front table. Brian comes in and sits at the table behind her. Andrew comes in and points at the chair next to Claire at the front table. She shrugs and he sits there. In walks Bender. He touches everything on the checkout desk and takes a few things in the process. He walks over to where Brian is sitting and points to the table on the opposite side of the library. Brian reluctantly gets up and moves. Bender sits at the table where Brian was and puts his feet up. Allison walks in. She walks all around the library and sits in the back corner table just behind Brian. Andrew and Claire look at each other and snicker. Brian looks at her in confusion, then turns away. Enter Richard Vernon, a teacher. He holds a stack of papers in his left hand. He addresses the group with such disrespect, it makes you wonder how he ever got the job.
Well, here we are. I want to congratulate you for being on time.
Excuse me, sir. I think there's been a mistake. I know it's detention, but I don't think I belong here.
It is now 7:06. You have exactly 8 hours and 54 minutes to think about why you're here, to ponder the error of your ways.
Bender spits in the air and catches the spit in his mouth again. Claire looks like she's going to gag.
And you may not talk. You will not move from these seats.
He glances up at Bender and points at him.
You will not sleep. All right, people, we're going to try something a little different today. We're going to write an essay of no less than 1,000 words describing to me who you think you are.
Is this a test?
Vernon passes out paper and pencils, taking no mind of Bender.
And when I say essay, I mean essay. I do not mean a single word repeated 1,000 times. Is that clear, Mr. Bender?
Crystal.
Good. Maybe you'll learn a little something about yourself. Maybe you'll even decide whether or not you care to return.
Brian raises his hand and stands.
I can answer that right now, sir. That would be a no from me, because I want you.
Sit down, Johnson.
Okay, thank you, sir.
My office is right across that hall. Any monkey business is ill-advised. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
I'll give you the answer to that question, Mr. Bender, next Saturday. Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
And Vernon leaves. Everyone tries to get comfortable and we hear a loud snapping sound. Brian turns and looks, and it's Allison biting her nails. Bender's eyes widen as he turns to look. Everyone is looking now. Allison notices them looking at her.
Hey, you keep eating your hand and you're not going to be hungry for lunch.
Allison spits part of the nail at Bender.
I've seen you before, you know?
We see Vernon look out from his office, and we see Brian playing with his pen.
Who do you think I am? Who are you? Who are you?
He attaches the pen to his bottom lip and puts the top on his upper lip.
I'm a walrus.
Bender looks at him in utter confusion. Brian notices this, laughs, and takes the pen off his mouth, embarrassed. Bender and Brian begin to take their jackets off at the same time. They both notice. Brian stops removing his jacket. Bender takes his all the way off. Brian rubs his hands together and pretends to be cold. He pulls his jacket back on. He turns and looks at Bender, who is still staring at him.
It's the shit, huh?
Bender glares at him, and Brian utters an uncomfortable laugh. Bender turns away and crumples up his essay paper. He throws it at Claire. It misses and goes over Claire's head. Andrew and Claire acknowledge it, but continue to ignore Bender. Bender starts loudly singing the musical part of a song.
Na, 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 na.
I can't believe this is really happening to me.
Oh, shit. What are we supposed to do if we have to take a piss?
Please.
I mean, if you gotta go.
We hear Bender unzip his fly.
You gotta go.
Oh my God.
You're not urinating in here, man.
Hey, don't talk, okay? Don't talk. It makes it crawl back up in there.
Okay, listen, if you whip it out, you're dead before the first drop hits the floor.
You're pretty sexy when you get angry. Meow.
Hey,
Bender ignores him.
hey,
What?
if I lose my temper, you're total, man.
Totally.
Why don't you just shut up? I mean, nobody here is really interested.
Really? What face?
Well, hey, Sporto, what did you do to get in here? Did you forget to wash your jock?
Excuse me, fellas. I think we should just kind of like write our papers.
Okay, look, just because you live in here doesn't give you the right to be a pain in the ass, all right? So knock it off.
It's a free country.
He's just doing it so he'll get a rise out of you. Just ignore him.
Sweets, you couldn't ignore me even if you tried. So, are you two like, what, boyfriend, girlfriend, steady dates, lovers? Come on, Sporto, level with me. Do you slip her the hot beef injection?
Enough.
Hell.
Interior Vernon's office. We see Vernon in his office.
Hey, what's going on in there? Smug little pricks.
Back in the library, they all look at each other. Andrew turns away from Bender.
Scumbag.
Bender stands up and walks over to the railing. He sits up on it.
What do you say we close that door? I mean, we can't have any kind of party with Vernon checking in on us every few seconds, so.
Well, you're not, you know, the door's supposed to just kind of stay open.
So what?
So why don't you just shut up? There's 4 other people in here, okay?
God, you can count. See, I knew you had to be smart to be a
Okay,
a wrestler.
who the hell are you to judge anyone anyway, huh?
Really?
You know, Bender, like, you don't even count, all right? If you disappeared forever, it would make a difference. You may as well not even exist in this school.
Bender probably is upset at this, and he pauses a moment before speaking. He doesn't let his emotions out, however.
Well, I'll just run right out and join the wrestling team.
Yeah, no, man, they wouldn't take you.
Maybe the prep school too. Student council.
No, they would not take you.
You know what? I'm hurt.
You know why guys like you knock everything?
Oh, this should be stunning.
It's because you're afraid.
Oh, God. You know what? You Richies are just so smart. That is exactly why I'm not heavy into activities.
You're a big coward.
I'm in the math club.
See, you're afraid that they won't take you. You don't belong, so you just have to dump all over it.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have anything to do with you activities people being total assholes, now would it?
Well, you wouldn't know. You don't even know any of us.
Well, I don't know any lepers either, but I'm not gonna fucking run out and join one of their clubs.
I'm in the physics club too.
Let's just watch the mouth, all right?
Okay, excuse me a second. What are you babbling on about?
Well, what I said was I'm in the math club. I'm in the Latin club. I'm in the physics. I'm in the physics club.
Hey, Cherry, do you belong to the physics club?
That's an academic club.
So?
So academic clubs aren't the same as other kinds of clubs.
Oh, but to dorks like him, they are. What do you guys do in your club, huh?
Well, in the physics, we talk about physics, about the properties of physics.
So it's sort of social. I mean, demented and sad, but social, right?
Yeah, well, I guess you could consider it a social situation. I mean, there are other children in my club, and at the end of the year, we have a big banquet at the Hilton.
You load up, you party.
Well, yeah. Well, no, we get dressed up. I mean, but we don't get high.
Only burners like you get high.
And I didn't have any shoes, so I had to borrow my dad's. It was kind of weird because my mom doesn't like me wearing other people's shoes. And my cousin Kendall from Indiana, he got high one time, and he started eating like really weird food, and then he just felt like he didn't belong anywhere. Kind of like the Twilight Zone.
Sounds like you.
Come on, guys. Look, if you keep talking, Vernon's going to come right in here. And I got to meet this Saturday. Okay, I'm not going to miss it on account of you boneheads.
Oh, and wouldn't that be a bite? Missing a whole wrestling meet.
You wouldn't know anything about it, all right? You never competed in your whole life.
Oh, I know. I feel all empty inside because of it. I have such a deep admiration for guys that roll around on the floor with other guys.
Yeah, you never miss it. You don't have any goals.
Oh, but I do.
Yeah.
I want to be just like you. I figure all I need is a lobotomy and some tights.
You wear tights?
No, I don't wear tights. I wear the required uniform.
Tights?
Shut up!
They hear Vernon moving around in the hall, so Bender quickly comes and sits in the chair between Claire and Andrew. He folds his hands on the table. Vernon goes back into his office. Bender laughs and gets up. He starts walking towards the double doors that separate the library from the hallway.
There's not supposed to be any monkey business.
Young man, have you finished your paper?
Bender turns back away and goes to the door. He looks around cautiously and removes a screw from the door.
What are you going to do?
Drop dead, I hope.
We cut to the hallway. We see Vernon getting a drink at the fountain. He stands up and checks the way he looks in a mirror. He does a muscular pose and utters some manly gibberish. Back in the library, Brian looks up. Bender is messing with the door to the library.
Bender, that's the school's property there. It doesn't belong to us. It's something not to be toyed with.
The door slams shut. Bender runs back to his seat.
Man, that's very funny, all right? Ha, come on, fix it.
You should really fix that.
Am I a genius?
No, you're an asshole.
What a funny guy.
Fix the door, Bender.
Everyone just shush.
We see Vernon walking back to his office. He stops and listens to them through the closed door.
Okay, I've been here before. I know what I'm doing.
No, fix the door. Get up there and fix it.
Shut up.
In the interior library, we see Brian as we hear Vernon in the hall.
God damn it. Why is that door closed?
For a few seconds, no one says anything. They just stare at Vernon.
Why is that door closed?
How are we supposed to know? We're not supposed to move, right?
Why?
We were just sitting here like we're supposed to.
Who closed that door?
I think a screw fell out of it.
It just closed, sir.
Who?
Allison lets out of a squeak and slams her face onto the table, hiding in her jacket hood.
She doesn't talk, sir.
Give me that screw.
I don't have it.
Oh, you want me to yank you out of that seat and shake it out of you?
I don't have it. Screws fall out all of the time. The world is very much an imperfect place.
Give it to me, Bender.
Excuse me, sir. Why would anybody want to steal a screw?
Watch it, young lady.
Vernon goes over to the door. He tries to hold it open by putting a folding chair in front of it.
The door's way too heavy, sir.
The door slams shut despite the chair.
Damn it!
They all laugh. Vernon opens the door again. He comes back in.
Andrew Clark, get up here. Come on, front and center, let's go.
Hey, how come Andrew gets to get up? If he gets up, we all get up. It'll be anarchy.
Vernon and Andrew are now attempting to move the steel magazine rack in front of the door.
Okay, now watch the magazines.
It is out of my hands.
They get it into the doorway and it blocks the entire door.
Now that is very clever, sir, but what if there's a fire? I think that violating fire codes and endangering the lives of children would be unwise at this juncture in your career, sir.
Yeah, all right, what are you doing with this? Get this out of here for God's sake. What's the matter with you? Come on.
You know the school comes equipped with fire exits at either end of the library.
Hey, show Dick some respect.
All right, let's go. Go. Get back into your seat. You know, I expected a little more from a varsity letterman. And you're not fooling anybody, Bender. The next screw that falls out is going to be you.
Eat my shorts.
Vernon spins in his tracks and faces Bender again.
What was that?
Eat my shorts.
Oh, you just bought yourself another Saturday, mister.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, you just bought one more right there.
Well, you know what? I'm free the Saturday after that. Beyond that, I'm going to have to check my calendar.
Good, because it's going to be filled. We'll keep going. You want another one? Say the word. Just say the word. Instead of going to prison, you'll come here. Are you through?
No.
I'm doing society a favor, y'all.
So?
That's another one right now. I've got you for the rest of your natural born life if you don't watch your step. You want another one?
Yes.
Well, you got it. You got another one right there. That's another one, pal.
Cut it out.
You through?
Not even close, bud.
Good. You got one more right there.
Do you really think that I give a shit?
Another. You through?
How many is that?
That's 7, including the one when we first came in and you asked Mr. Vernon here whether Barry Manilow knew that he raided his closet.
Okay, now it's 8. And you stay out of it.
Excuse me, sir, but that is 7.
Shut up, Pee-wee. You're mine, Bender. For 2 months, I got you. I got your ass.
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
I'm sure that's exactly what you want these people to believe. You know something, Bender? You ought to spend a little more time trying to do something with yourself and a little less time trying to impress people. You might be better off. All right, that's it. I'm going to be right outside those doors. And the next time I have to come in here, I'm cracking skulls.
Vernon leaves and closes the door.
Fuck you!
We see the clock. It reads 7:45. We see Bender lighting his shoe on fire and lighting a cigarette with his shoe. We see Claire thinking. We see Brian playing with his balls. We see Andrew playing with his sweatshirt. We see Allison pulling a string around her finger and making it turn purple. We see Bender put the flames on his shoe out. He then plays air guitar. Allison drawing, Andrew playing paper football. He cheers silently. Allison shaking dandruff from her hair onto her picture. And we see everyone fall asleep. Cut to later in the library. Vernon is standing there staring at the sleeping kids.
All right, wake up. Who has to go to the lavatory?
Everyone raises their hands. We cut to interior library later. We see the clock. It now says 10:22. We see Andrew stretching. We see Bender tearing pages out of a book. He's tossing them around.
Oh, yeah, that's real intelligent.
You're right. It's wrong to destroy literature. It's such fun to read. And Monet really pumps my nads.
Moliere.
I love his work.
Bender tosses the rest of the pages at Brian. He picks up the card catalog drawer and begins to take cards out.
Big deal. There's nothing to do when you're locked in a vacancy.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Do you think I would speak for you? I don't even know your language.
Andrew turns to Claire.
Hey, you grounded tonight?
I don't know. My mom said I was, but my dad told me to just blow her off.
Oh, it's a big party at Stubby's. Parents are in Europe. Should be pretty wild.
Yeah?
Yeah, can you go?
I doubt it.
How come?
Well, because if I do what my mother tells me not to do, it's because my father says it's okay. There's like this whole big monster deal. It's endless and it's a total drag. It's like any minute, divorce.
Who do you like better?
What?
You like your old man better than your mom?
They're both strict.
No, I mean, if you had to choose between them.
I don't know. I'd probably go live with my brother. I mean, I don't think either one of them gives a shit about me. It's like they just use me to get back at each other.
Suddenly, from the back of the room, Allison speaks.
Ha!
Everyone looks at her shocked. Allison blows her hair out of her eyes and goes,
Shut up!
You're just feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, well, if I didn't, nobody else would.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
Bordeaux.
What?
Bender jumps down and goes next to Andrew.
Do you get along with your parents?
Well, if I say yes, I'm an idiot, right?
You're an idiot anyway, but if you say you get along with your parents, well, you're a liar too.
Bender turns and walks away from him. Andrew follows and pushes Bender.
Man, you know something? If we were in school right now, I'd waste you.
Bender points his middle finger at the floor.
Can you hear this? Do you want me to turn it up?
Brian comes over and puts his hand on each of the guy's shoulders.
Hey, fellas, I mean, I don't like my parents either. I don't get along with them. Their idea of parental compassion is just, like wacko.
Or
Yeah.
you are a parent's wet dream, okay?
Well, problem.
Look, I can see you getting all bunged up for them, making you wear those kind of clothes, but face it, you are a neo-maxi zoom dweeby. What would you be doing if you weren't out making yourself a better citizen?
Why do you have to insult everybody?
I'm being honest, asshole. I would expect you to know the difference.
Yeah? Well, he's got a name.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yo, what's your name?
Brian.
See?
My condolences.
What's your name?
What's yours?
Claire.
Claire.
Claire. It's a family name.
Claire gives him the finger.
Oh, obscene finger gestures from such a pristine girl. My goodness.
I'm not that pristine.
Are you a virgin? I'll bet you $1 million that you are. Come on, let's end the suspense. Is it gonna be a white wedding?
Why don't you just shut up?
Have you ever kissed a boy on the mouth? Have you ever been felt up? Over the bra, under the blouse, shoes off, hoping to God your parents don't walk in?
Do you want me to puke?
Man, just leave her alone.
Bender slowly stands and faces Andrew.
Yeah, I said leave her alone.
Are you gonna make me?
Yeah,
You and how many of your friends?
just me. just you and me. 2 hits. That's me hitting you and you hitting the floor. Anytime you ready, pal, let's go.
Bender goes to hit him, but Andrew gets Bender down on the ground with a wrestling move.
I don't want to get into this with you, man.
Why not?
Because I would kill you. It's real simple. I'd kill you and your fucking parents would sue me and it would be a big mess and I don't care enough about you to bother.
Chicken shit.
Andrew turns and walks away. Bender takes out a switchblade and opens it. He stabs the switchblade into a chair.
All right, you know what, man? Let's end this shit right now. You don't talk to her. You don't look at her. You don't even think about her. You understand me?
I'm trying to help her.
We see the janitor, Karl, come into the room.
Karl?
What?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How does one become a janitor?
You want to be a janitor?
No, I just want to know how one becomes a janitor because Andrew here is very interested in pursuing a career in the custodial arts.
Oh, really? You guys think I'm just some untouchable peasant, peon, huh? Maybe so. But following a broom around after you shitheads like you for the past 8 years, I've learned a couple of things. I looked through your letters. I looked through your lockers, listened to your conversations. You don't know that, but I do. I'm the eyes and ear of this institution, my friends. By the way, the clock's 20 minutes fast.
Everyone groans and Bender smiles. Interior Vernon's office day. The clock says 11:30. Vernon gets up and leaves. Cut to interior library. Bender starts to whistle a marching tune and everyone joins in. Vernon enters. Bender begins to whistle Beethoven's Fifth.
All right, girls, that's 30 minutes for lunch.
Here?
Here.
Well, I think the cafeteria would be a little more suitable for us to eat lunch in, sir.
Well, I don't care what you think, Andrew.
Dick, excuse me, Rich, will milk be made available to us?
We're extremely thirsty, sir.
I have a very low tolerance for dehydration.
I've seen a dehydrate, sir. It's pretty gross.
Relax, I'll get it.
Grab some wood there, bub. What do you think? I was born yesterday? You think I'm gonna have you roam in the halls?
He points at Andrew.
You.
And then he points at Allison.
And you. Hey, what's her name? Wake her up. Wake her up. Come on your feet, Missy. Let's go. This is no rest home.
Allison gets up.
There's a soft drink machine in the teacher's lounge. Let's go.
We cut to interior hall. Andrew and Allison are walking down the hall.
So, what's your poison? Do you drink? What do you drink? Okay, forget I asked.
Allison waits for 2 beats and then she speaks.
Vodka.
Vodka. When do you drink vodka?
Whenever.
A lot?
Tons.
Is that why you're here today? Why are you here?
Why are you here?
I'm here today because like my coach, my father, they don't want me to blow my ride. You know, see, I get treated differently because like coach thinks I'm a winner and so is my old man, but I'm not a winner because I want to be one. I'm a winner because I got strength and speed. Kind of like I'm a racehorse or something, you know, like that's about how involved I am in what's happening to me.
Yeah? That's very interesting. Now, why don't you tell me why you're really in here?
Get it.
We cut back to the library. Claire and Bender and Brian are all sitting around waiting for their cokes.
Hey, Claire, do you want to see a picture of a guy with elephantitis of the nuts?
No,
It
thank
is pretty tasty.
No, thank you.
How do you think he rides a bike?
Claire rolls her eyes and turns away in disgust.
Oh, Claire, would you ever consider dating a guy like this?
Can't you just leave me alone?
I mean, if he had a great personality and was a good dancer and had a cool car, although you'd probably have to ride in the back seat because his nuts would ride shotgun.
You know what I wish I was doing?
Whoop. Watch what you say. Brian here is a cherry.
A cherry?
I wish I was on a plane to France.
I am not a cherry.
When have you ever gotten laid?
I've laid like lots of times.
Name one.
She lives in Canada. I met her in Niagara Falls. You'll never meet her.
Have you ever laid anyone like around here?
Oh, you and
Brian shushes Bender and points at Claire, whose back is still turned.
Oh, you and Claire did it.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Let's drop it. We'll talk about it later.
No, drop what? What are you talking about?
Well, Brian here is trying to tell me that in addition to the number of girls in the Niagara Falls area, that presently you and he are riding the hobby horse.
Little pig.
No, I'm not, okay? John said I was a cherry and I said I wasn't. That's it. That's all that I said, okay?
Well, then what were you motioning to Claire for?
You know, I don't appreciate this very much, Brian.
He is lying.
Oh, wait, you weren't motioning to Claire?
You know he's lying, right?
Were you or were you not motioning to Claire?
Yeah, but it was only because I didn't want her to know that I'm a virgin, okay? Excuse me for being a virgin. I'm sorry.
Why didn't you want me to know that you're a virgin?
Because it's personal. It's personal. It's my personal private virgin business.
Well, Brian, it doesn't sound like you're doing any business.
I think it's okay for a guy to be a virgin.
You do?
Claire smiles and nods.
Mm-hmm.
Cut to the library a little later. Everyone has lunches now. Claire begins to take hers out of a small shopping bag.
What's in there?
Guess. What's your lunch?
You're wearing it.
You're nauseating.
Bender grabs a Coke and tosses it over to Allison, who catches it without even looking up. Bender then watches Claire set up the sushi.
What is that?
Sushi.
Sushi?
Rice, raw fish, and seaweed.
You won't accept a guy's tongue in your mouth and you're gonna eat that?
Can I eat?
I don't know. Give it a try.
We now watch Andrew take a couple of sandwiches out of his bag and a bag of potato chips and an apple and a banana, a bag of cookies, and a carton of milk. Allison opens her Coke and it fizzes over. She slurps it up off the table in her finger. Andrew sees her looking at him.
What's your problem?
Allison opens her sandwich and she tosses the meat up in the air. It lands on the sculpture below. She opens some pixie sticks and pours the sugar on the sandwich and then puts Captain Crunch on top of that. She crushes the sandwich together and loudly eats it. Bender goes over and sits by Brian. Bender takes Brian's bag lunch.
What are we having?
It's your standard regular lunch, I guess.
Bender reaches in the bag and pulls out a thermos. He sets it on the table and points at it.
Milk?
Soup.
Bender goes in again and pulls out a juice box. Brian reaches towards the bag and Bender slaps his hand away.
That's apple juice.
I can read.
Okay.
PB&J with the crusts cut off. Well, Brian, this is a very nutritious lunch. All the food groups are represented. Did your mom marry Mr. Rogers?
No, she married Mr. Johnson.
Ah. Here is my impression of life at Big Bry's house. Son? Yeah, Dad? How's your day, pal? Huh, great, Dad. How's yours? Super. Say, son, how would you like to go fishing this weekend? Great, Dad, but I've got homework to do. Ha ha, that is all right, son. You can do it on the boat. Gee! Dear, isn't our son well? Yes, dear. Isn't life swell?
Bender mimes mother kissing father, and then father kissing mother.
All right. What about your family?
Oh, mine?
Yeah, that's real easy.
Stupid, worthless, no good, goddamned, freeloading son of a bitch, big mouth, know-it-all, asshole, jerk. You forgot ugly, lazy, and disrespectful. Shut up, bitch. Go fix me a turkey pot pie. Well, what about you, Dad? Fuck you. No, Dad, what about you? Fuck you. No, Dad, what about you? Fuck you.
Is that for real?
Do you want to come over sometime?
That's bullshit. It's all part of his image. I don't believe a word of it.
You don't believe me?
No.
No?
Did I stutter?
Bender comes over to Andrew and rolls up his right sleeve to reveal a circular shaped burn.
Do you believe this? It's about the size of a cigar. Do I stutter? You see, this is what you get in my house when you spill paint in the garage. See, I don't think that I need to sit here with you fucking dildos anymore, okay?
Bender walks over to the map table and throws all the maps on the floor. He climbs up on top of the table and then up onto the second floor balcony.
You shouldn't have said that.
How would I know? I mean, he lies about everything else.
We cut to Vernon's office. Vernon puts an orange in his mouth and then attempts to pour coffee out of his thermos. The top comes off and the coffee goes all over his desk.
Ah, shit.
In the hallway, Vernon walks, talking to himself.
Coffee. Looks like they scrape it off the bottom of the Mississippi River. Everything's polluted. Everything's polluted. Coffee.
Bender comes out of the library doors, followed by everyone else. Bender and Claire are walking next to each other. Brian and Andrew are walking next to each other, and at the end of the line, Allison is following.
How do you know where Vernon went?
I don't.
Well, then how do you know when he'll be back?
I don't. Being bad feels pretty good, huh?
What's the point in going to Bender's locker?
Beats me.
This is so stupid. Why do you think, why are we risking it all? Why are we risking this?
I don't know.
So then what are we doing?
Look, man, you ask me one more question, I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you.
Okay.
Bender opens his locker.
Ugh, slob.
My maid is on vacation.
Bender pulls out a bag of marijuana.
Drugs?
Oh, screw that, man. Put it back. Put it back.
Drugs? The boy had marijuana?
Yeah.
That's marijuana. That's marijuana, you guys.
Shut up.
Andrew follows the other two. Brian looks at Allison, who's standing there with her mouth open.
Okay, well, do you approve of this?
Brian turns and leaves. Allison steals the lock off of Bender's locker. We see the crowd walking down the hall.
Okay, we will cross through the lab and then we'll double back.
Man, look, you better be right, because if Vernon cuts us off, it's your fault, asshole.
What did he say? Where are we going?
We see Vernon down one of the halls. We have various sequences of them running around and seeing Vernon until they finally stop.
Wait, hold it. We have to go through the cafeteria.
No, activities hall.
Hey, man, you don't even know what you're talking about.
No, you don't know what you're talking about. Now we're listening to you? Come on, man, we're going this way.
We all go Andrew's way and run into the hall closed by an iron gate.
Shit.
Yeah, great idea, jack off.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you. Why didn't you listen to John?
We're dead. We're dead.
Nope, just me.
What do you mean?
Get back to the library. Keep your unit on this.
Bender puts his bag of marijuana into Brian's underwear. Bender runs away singing loudly, "I want to be an airborne ranger." We see Vernon hear Bender. The rest of them run.
That son of a bitch.
We see Vernon looking for Bender until he finds him in the gym. Bender is going for a basket.
3, 2, 1.
He dunks the ball. Vernon enters.
Bender! Bender! What is this? What are you doing here? What is this?
Oh, hi.
Out. That's it, Bender. Out. It's over.
You don't want to hear my excuse?
Out.
I'm thinking of trying out for a scholarship.
Give me the ball, Bender.
Bender fakes the ball at Vernon. He fakes it again. He then sets the ball down and rolls it at Vernon, who kicks it back at him. They leave. Interior library. The rest of the kids are sitting back in their seats when Bender and Vernon enter. Vernon pushes Bender.
Get your stuff. Let's go. Mr. Wise Guy here has taken it upon himself to go to the gymnasium. I'm sorry to inform you, you're going to be without his services for the rest of the day, folks.
Boo-hoo.
Everything's a big joke, huh, Bender? The false alarm you pulled Friday, false alarms are really funny, aren't they? What if your home, what if your family, what if your dope was on fire?
That is impossible, sir. It is in Johnson's underwear.
Oh, you think he's funny? Oh, you think this is cute? You think he's bitching? Is that it? Let me tell you something. Look at him. He's a bum. You want to see something funny? You go visit John Bender in 5 years. You'll see how goddamn funny he is. Oh, what's the matter, John? You gonna cry? Let's go.
Keep your fucking hands off of me, okay? I expect better manners from you, Dick.
Bender takes his sunglasses out of his pocket and lays them in front of Andrew.
For better hallway vision.
Bender leaves, but not before pushing stuff over on the way. We cut to a janitor's closet. Vernon has put Bender in a closet and is in there talking to him.
That's the last time, Bender. That's the last time you ever make me look like a fool and bad in front of those kids. You hear me? I make $31,000 a year and I have a home and I'm not about to throw it away on some punk like you. But someday, man, someday, when you're out of here and you've forgotten all about this place and they've forgotten all about you and you're wrapped up in your own pathetic life, I'm going to be there. That's right. And I'm going to kick the living shit out of you, man. I'm going to kick your dick in the dirt.
Are you threatening me?
What are you going to do about it? You think anybody's going to believe you? You think anybody's going to take your word over mine? I'm a man of respect around here. They love me around here. I'm a swell guy. You're a lying sack of shit. And everybody knows it. Oh, you're a real tough guy. Come on, get to your feet, pal. Let's find out how tough you are. I want to know right now how tough you are. Come on. I'll give you the first punch. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't even take the first shot. Please, I'm begging you, take a shot. Come on, just take one shot. That's all I need. Just one swing, Bender.
Bender just sits there staring at Vernon. Vernon fakes a punch and Bender flinches.
That's what I thought. You're a gutless turd.
Vernon leaves and locks the closet door after him. Bender climbs into a hatch in the ceiling and disappears. We cut into the heating duct. Bender is slowly crawling through a heating duct.
A naked blonde walks into a bar with the poodle under one arm and 2-foot salami under the other. She lays the poodle on the table. Bartender says, "I suppose you won't be needing a drink." And the naked lady says,
The ceiling under Bender gives and he falls through.
"Oh, shit!"
Interior faculty bathroom. We see the door to the bathroom. We hear Vernon inside.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Back to the library, Bender walks down the stairs.
"I forgot my pencil."
We hear Vernon in the hall.
Damn it! What in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus?
Oh, you watch your tongue, young man. You watch it.
We see Bender on the table by Claire's legs. He sits up and bangs his head on the table. He groans. Above the table, Andrew and Claire try to take credit for the noise by making more noise.
What is that?
Mm.
What is that? What is that noise?
What noise?
Really, sir, there wasn't any noise.
Everyone starts faking a coughing fit.
That noise? Was that the noise you were talking about?
Wasn't it? Y'all know that. That was not the noise I was talking about. Now, I may not have caught you in the act this time, but you can bet I will. You can book on that, Missy. And you, I will not be made a fool of.
He turns and walks away very serious, but we still see he has a toilet seat cover stuck in his pants. Vernon leaves. Everyone laughs except Claire, who lets Bender out to a barrage of slaps.
It was an accident.
You're an asshole.
So sue me.
Bender gets up and walks over to Brian.
So, Ahab Kibo main dubage.
Brian gives Bender his bag of marijuana. Bender turns and walks away.
Man, you wastoid. You're not about to blaze up in here.
Claire gets up and goes after him. And then, Brian goes too.
Come on. Shit.
Yeah, Andrew's going to go as well. We cut to the stairs. We see Vernon go down the stairs back into the library. Brian, Bender, and Claire are sitting in a circle and laughing hysterically. Bender lights Claire up and she coughs the smoke out. Brian laughs at her. He exhales and tries to eat the smoke. He talks in a really weird voice.
Chicks cannot hold their smoke. That's what this is.
Do you know how popular I am? I mean, I'm so popular. Everybody in this school loves me so much at this school.
Poor baby.
Brian waves Claire over to him and he falls over. We see Andrew emerge from a really smoky room. He inhales another puff and then he starts dancing to everyone's applause. He dances all over the library before he goes back into the room he had already hotboxed. He screams and it shatters the glass in the door. We cut to the basement. Vernon is glancing through confidential files in the school basement.
History of slight mental illness. No wonder he's so fucked up.
Karl.
Afternoon, Dick.
Oh, hey, Karl. How you doing?
Good.
Good. What's up?
Not much. What's happening? What are you doing in the basement files?
Oh, yeah, nothing here. I'm just doing a little homework.
Homework, hey.
Yeah.
Karl laughing comes over and looks at the files that Vernon has been looking at.
Confidential files,
Okay, look, Karl. This is a highly sensitive area, and I tell you something. You know, certain people would be very, very embarrassed. I would really appreciate it if this would just be something that you and I could keep between us.
What you gonna do for me, man?
What would you like?
Got $50?
What?
$50.
Cut to interior library. We see Andrew and Brian laughing. Allison is hanging out over by the statue in the back of the library.
No. Man, wait, hey, you got a middle name?
Yeah, I guess. Guess.
I guess it is.
Your middle name is Ralph, as in puke. Your birthday is March 12th. You're 5'9", and half you weigh 130 pounds, and your social security number is 0493809. Andrew's impressed.
Are you a psychic? The fuck?
No.
Well, would you mind telling me how you know all that stuff about me?
I stole your wallet.
Give it to me.
No.
Give it back.
Allison reluctantly hands over the wallet, and Brian, nothing is missing.
Okay, well, this is fantastic. You are a thief too.
I'm not a
okay.
thief.
Very multi-talented.
What's there to steal? $2 and a beaver shot?
A what?
He's got a nudie picture in there. I saw it. It's perverted.
Oh, snap. Let's see it. Let me see it.
We see Bender. He's brushing his teeth with one of Claire's cosmetic brushes. We see Claire looking through Bender's wallet pictures.
Are all of these your girlfriends?
Some of them.
What about the others?
Well, some I consider my girlfriends, and some I just consider.
Consider what?
Whether or not I want to hang out with them.
You don't believe in just one guy, one girl?
Do you?
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Well, not for me.
Why not?
How come you got so much shit in your purse?
How come you got so many girlfriends?
I asked you first.
I don't know. I guess I never throw anything away.
Neither do I.
Oh.
We cut back to where Andrew, Brian, and Allison are sitting. Andrew is looking through Brian's wallet.
This is the worst fake ID I've ever seen. Do you realize you made yourself 68?
I know. I goofed it up.
Yeah. What do you need a fake ID for?
So I can vote.
You want to see what's in my bag?
No.
No.
Allison looks hurt and then resentful. Just to spite them, she dumps the contents of her bag onto the couch. Lots of stuff comes out.
Holy shit, what is all that stuff?
Do you always carry this much shit in your bag?
Yeah, I always carry this much shit in my bag. You never know when you may have to jam.
Are you gonna be a baddie? You know, sit in alleyways and like talk to buildings and like wear men's shoes and like that kind of stuff?
I'll do what I have to do.
Why do you have to do anything?
My home life is unsatisfying.
So you're saying you'd subject yourself to the violent dangers of these Chicago streets because your home life is unsatisfying.
I don't have to run away and live in the street. I can run away and go to the ocean. I can go to the country. I can go to the mountains. I can go to Israel, Africa, Afghanistan.
Andy, you want to get in on this? Allison here says she wants to run away because her home life is unsatisfying.
Yeah, well, everyone's home life is unsatisfying. If it wasn't, people live with their parents forever.
Yeah, I understand. But I think that hers goes beyond, like what you and I would consider like a normal kind of unsatisfying.
Never mind. Forget it. Everything's cool.
No, what's the deal?
No, there's no deal, Sporto. Forget it. Leave me alone.
Wait a minute now. Okay, you're carrying all this crap around in your purse. Now, either you really want to run away or you want people to think that you want to run away.
Eat shit.
Allison gets up and walks away.
The girl is an island with herself, okay? She's an island.
Andrew gets up and goes after her.
Hi.
No.
Talk? Why not?
No. Go away.
Where the hell do you want me to go?
Go away. You have problems.
Oh, I have problems?
You do everything everybody ever tells you to do. That is a problem.
Okay, fine, but I didn't dump my purse out on the couch for everybody to see and invite them into my problems. Now, did I? So what's wrong? Like, what is it? Is it bad? Like, real bad? To your parents?
Yeah.
What they do to you?
They ignore me.
Yeah.
both silently let tears fall down their faces. We cut back to the basement. Vernon and Karl are sitting talking.
What did you want to be when you were young?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be John Lennon.
Karl, don't be a goof. I'm trying to make a serious point here. I've been teaching for 22 years, and each year these kids get more and more arrogant.
Bullshit, man. Come on, Vern. These kids have changed. These kids haven't changed. You have. You took a teaching position because you thought it'd be fun, right? Thought you could have summer vacations off, and then you found out it was actually work, and that really bummed you out.
These kids turned on me. They think I'm a big fucking joke.
Come on. Listen, Vern. If you were 16, what would you think of you? Huh?
Hey, Karl, you think I give one rat's ass what these kids think of me?
Yes, I do.
You think about this. When you get old, these kids, when I get old, they're going to be running the country.
Yeah?
Now, this is the thought that wakes me up in the middle of the night. That when I get older, these kids are going to take care of me.
Wouldn't count on it.
Vernon ponders that statement for a second. We cut to the library. They're sitting on the floor in a circle.
What would I do for $1 million? Well, I guess I do as little as I have to do.
That's boring.
Well, how am I supposed to answer?
The idea is to like search your mind for the absolute limit. Like, would you drive to school naked?
Would I have to get out of the car?
Of course.
In the spring or the winter?
It doesn't matter. Spring.
In front of the school or in back of the school?
Either one.
Yes, I would.
I'll do anything sexual. I don't need $1 million to do it either.
You're lying.
I already have. I've done just about everything there is, just a few things that are illegal. I'm a nymphomaniac.
Lie.
Are your parents aware of this?
The only person I told was my shrink.
And what did he do when you told him?
He nailed me.
He's an adult.
Yeah, and he's married too.
Do you have any idea how completely gross that is?
Well, the first few times.
First few times? You mean you did it more than once?
Sure.
Are you crazy?
Obviously she is, if she's screwing her shrink who's a grown-up.
Have you done it?
I don't even have a psychiatrist.
Have you ever done it with a normal person?
Now, didn't we already cover this?
You never answered the question.
Look, I'm not going to discuss my private life with total strangers.
Kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it?
A what?
Well, if you say you haven't, you're a prude. If you say you have, you're a slut. It's a trap. You want to, but you can't. But when you do, you wish you didn't, right?
Wrong.
Or are you a tease?
She's a tease.
Oh, why don't you just forget it?
No, you're a tease and you know it. All girls are teasers.
But she is only a tease if what she does gets you hot.
I don't do anything.
That's why you're a tease.
Okay, let me ask you a few questions.
I've already told you everything.
No. Doesn't it bother you to sleep around without being in love? I mean, don't you want any respect?
I don't screw to get respect. That's the difference between me and you.
Not the only difference, I hope.
Face it, you are a tease.
I'm not a tease.
Sure you are. You said it yourself. Sex is a weapon. You use it to get respect.
No, I never said that. She twisted my words around.
Oh, then what do you use it for?
I don't use it, period. I didn't mean it that way. You guys are putting words into my mouth.
Well, if you would just answer the question.
Why don't you just answer the question?
Just be honest.
No big deal.
Yeah, just like answer it.
Answer the question, Claire.
Talk to us.
Come on, answer the question. Just answer the question.
It's easy. It's only one question.
No, I never did it.
There's a beat of silence.
I never did it either. I'm not a nymphomaniac. I'm a compulsive liar.
You are such a bitch. You did it on purpose just to fuck me over.
I would do it though. If you love someone, it's okay.
I can't believe you. You're so weird. You don't say anything all day, and then when you open your mouth, you unload all these tremendous lies all over me.
Oh, come on. You're just pissed off because she got you to admit something that you didn't want to admit to.
Okay, fine, but that doesn't make it any less bizarre.
What's bizarre? I mean, we're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it than others. That's all.
How are you bizarre?
He can't think for himself.
She's right. You guys know what I did to get in here? I taped Larry Lester's buns together.
That was you?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And you know how hairy he is, right? So when they like pulled the tape off and most of his hair came off and like some skin too.
Oh my God.
And like the bizarre thing is that I did it for my old man. I tortured this poor kid because I wanted him to think that I was cool. And he's always going off about how, you know, when he was in school and all the wild things that he used to do. And it just got me feeling like that like he was disappointed in me and that I would never cut loose on anybody, right? So I'm sitting in the locker room and I'm taping up my knee and Larry's undressing a couple lockers down for me. And, he's kind of like a skinny, weak guy. And I started thinking about my dad and his attitude about weakness. And like the next thing I knew, I jumped on top of him and I just started like wailing on him. And my friends, they just laughed and they cheered me on. And afterwards, I'm sitting in Vernon's office and all I could think about was like Larry's father. And like Larry having to go home and explain what happened to him. And the fucking humiliation you must have felt. It must have been unreal, you know? I mean, like, how do you apologize for something like that? There's no way, because it's all because of me and my old man. I hate him. He's like this mindless machine that I can't even relate to anymore. Andrew, you gotta be number one. I want you to be number one. I won't tolerate losers in this family. Your intensity's for shit. You gotta win. You gotta win. You gotta win. Son of a bitch, sometimes I wish my knee would just give and I wouldn't have to wrestle anymore. You could just forget all about me.
I think your old man and my old man should get together and go bowling.
It's like me, with my my grades. Like when I step outside of myself kinda and I look in at myself, I see me and I don't really like I don't like what I see. I don't really like it.
What's wrong with you? Why don't you like yourself?
Because I'm stupid. Because I'm failing shop. See, we had this assignment to make this ceramic elephant, and we had 8 weeks to do it, and we're supposed to, it's like a lamp, and when you pull the trunk, it's supposed to go on. The light's supposed to come on, but my light didn't come on. I failed, I got an F. I have never gotten an F in my life. When I signed up, for the course, I thought I was playing it real smart, because I thought I'll just take shop. I'll take shop. It'll be a really easy way to maintain my grade point average.
Why did you think it would be easy?
I mean, have you seen the dopes that take shop?
I take shop. You must be a fucking idiot.
I'm a fucking idiot because I can't make a stupid lamp.
No, you're a genius because you can't make a lamp.
Well, what do you know about trigonometry?
I could care less about trigonometry.
Well, Bender, did you know without trigonometry, there'd be no engineering?
Without lamps, there'd be no light.
Okay, so neither one of you is any better than the other one.
I can write with my toes. I can also eat, brush my teeth,
With your feet?
play heart and soul on the piano.
I can make spaghetti.
What can you do?
You can tape all your buns together.
I want to see what Claire can do.
I can't do anything.
Now everybody can do something.
There's only one thing I can do. No, forget it. It's way too embarrassing.
You ever seen Wild Kingdom? I mean, that guy's been doing that show for like 30 years.
Okay, but you have to swear to God you won't laugh. I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Claire takes her lipstick out, opens it up. She places it between her breasts and applies it from her cleavage. When she finally lifts her head, her lipstick is perfect. Everyone claps. Bender's clap is sarcastic and slow.
Oh, wow, man. Where you learn to do that?
Camp, 7th grade.
That was great, Claire. My image of you is totally blown.
You're a shit. Don't do that to her. You swear to God you wouldn't laugh.
Am I laughing?
You're a fucking prick.
Bender turns to Andrew as he speaks. We can see his words hitting home.
What do you care what I think anyway? Huh? I don't even count, right? I mean, I could just disappear forever and it wouldn't make any difference. I may as well not even exist at this school, remember? And you don't even like me anyway.
You know, I have just as many feelings as you do, and it hurts just as much when somebody steps all over them.
God, you are so pathetic. Don't you ever compare yourself to me, okay? Don't you ever compare yourself to me. You got everything and I got shit. You fucking Rapunzel, right? School would probably fucking shut down if you didn't show up. Queenie isn't here. I like those earrings, Claire.
Shut up.
Are those real diamonds, Claire?
Shut up.
I bet they are. Did you work for the money to pay for those earrings?
Shut your mouth.
Or did your daddy buy those?
Shut up.
I bet he bought those for you. I bet that those are a Christmas gift, right? And you know what I got for Christmas this year? It was a banner fucking year at the old Bender family. I got a carton of cigarettes. The old man grabbed me and he said, "Hey, smoke up, Johnny, okay? So you go home and you cry to your daddy. Don't fucking cry here, okay?"
A few beats hang in the air.
My God. Are we gonna talk about fucking parents?
Not me. Not ever.
It's unavoidable. It just happens.
What happens?
When you grow up, your heart dies.
Who cares?
Allison is on the verge of tears herself.
Excuse me.
I care.
Excuse me. I was just thinking, I know it's kind of a weird time, but I was just wondering, what's gonna happen to us on Monday when we're all together again? I mean, I consider you guys my friends, and I'm not wrong, right?
No.
So on Monday, what's gonna happen to us?
Are we still going to be friends, you mean? If we're friends now, that is.
Yeah.
Do you want the truth?
Yes, I would like the truth.
I don't think so.
Well, do you mean all of us or just John?
With all of you.
That's a real nice fucking attitude, Claire.
Okay, Be honest, Andy. If Brian came walking up to you in the hall on Monday, what would you do? I mean, picture this. You're there with all the sports, and I know exactly what you'd do. You'd say hi to him, and then when he left, you'd cut him all up so your friends wouldn't think that you really liked him.
No way. I wouldn't do him like that.
Okay, what if I came up to you?
Same exact thing.
You are a bitch.
Why? Because I'm telling the truth? That makes me a bitch?
No, because you know how shitty that is to do to someone. And you don't got the balls to stand up to your friends and tell them that you were gonna like who you fucking wanna like.
Okay, what about you, you hypocrite? Why don't you take Allison to one of your heavy metal vomit parties or take Brian out in the parking lot at lunch to get high? What about Andy for that matter? But what about me? What would your friends say if we were walking down the hall together? They'd laugh. They'd laugh their asses off. And you'd probably tell them that you were doing it with me so they'd forgive you for being seen with me.
Hey, don't you ever talk about my fucking friends. You don't know any of my friends, and you don't look at any of my friends, and you certainly would not condescend to speak to any of my friends. So you just stick to the things that you fucking know, like shopping and nail polish and your father's BMW and your poor, rich, drunk mother in the Caribbean.
Shut up.
And as far as being concerned about what's going to happen when you and I walk down the hallways at school, well, you can forget it. Okay, because it is never going to happen. Just bury your fucking head in the sand and wait for your fucking prom.
I hate you.
Yeah? Good.
There's silence until Brian speaks.
Then I assume Allison and I are better people than you guys, huh? Just us weirdos? Would you do that to me, Allison?
I don't have any friends.
Well, if you had some friends, would you do that to me?
No. I don't think the kind of friends I'd have would mind.
Well, I just want to tell each one of you that I wouldn't do that. I would not, and I will not. So I think that's really fucking shitty. I think that's really fucking shitty, you guys.
Look, your friends wouldn't mind because they look up to us.
Well, you're conceited. You're so conceited, Claire. You're so like, you're full of yourself. Why are you like that?
I'm not saying that to be conceited. I hate it. I hate having to go along with everything my friends say.
Then why do you do it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. You don't understand. You just don't. You're not friends with the same kind of people that Andy and I are friends with. You know, you just don't understand the pressure that they put on you.
I don't understand what? You think I don't understand pressure, Claire? Fuck you. Fuck you, okay? You want to know why I'm here today? Do you want to know why I'm here? I'm here because Mr. Ryan found a gun in my locker.
Oh, man, why do you have a gun in your locker?
I tried. You pull the fucking trunk on it and the light's supposed to go on and it didn't go on. And pulled it and it didn't fucking go on.
Hey, what's the gun for, Brian?
Forget it. Just forget I said anything.
You brought it up, man.
I can't have an F. I cannot fail. I can't. And I know my parents. I fucking know my parents. They won't have it. Even if I ace the rest of the semester, I'd only get a B. My whole life is ruined if I get a B.
Oh, Brian.
So I consider my options, you know?
No, killing yourself is not an option.
Well, I didn't do it, did I? No, I don't think so.
It was a handgun?
No. It's a flare gun. Went off in my locker.
Really?
It's not funny.
They all start to laugh, including Brian.
Sorry.
Yes, it is. Fucking elephant got destroyed. Fuck.
You want to know what I did to get in here? Nothing. I didn't have anything better to do.
Everyone bursts into laughter.
You're laughing at me?
No.
Allison starts to laugh too.
Yeah, you are.
Later in the library, we see Brian putting a record on and the music starts. We see them all dancing. This goes on for the duration of the song. We cut back to the heating duct. We see Bender crawling back through the duct. Back in the library, Andrew, Allison, Claire, and Brian are sitting in that order on the railing.
Brian,
Yeah.
are you going to write your paper?
Oh, absolutely. Why?
Well, it's kind of a waste for all of us to write our paper, don't you think?
But that's what Vernon wants us to do.
True, but I think we all kind of say the same thing.
You just don't want to write, right?
True, but you're the smartest, right?
I mean,
We trust you.
Brian glances over at Allison and Andrew, who nod in approval.
Word.
okay, I'll do it.
Great.
Claire looks at Allison, who looks back.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Come on.
We see Claire beating Allison's face with a little bit of eye makeup.
Don't be afraid.
Don't stick that in my eye.
I'm not sticking it. Just close. Just go like this.
Claire closes her eyes. Allison mimics Claire.
Good.
Claire puts the makeup on and Allison squeals.
You know, you really do look a lot better without all that black shit on your eyes.
Hey, I like that black shit.
This looks a lot better. Look up.
We see Brian thinking about what he's going to write, as Andrew is just thinking. Claire and Allison are still in their makeup bag.
Please, why are you being so nice to me?
Because you're letting me.
Brian begins to write his essay as Andrew is still deep in thought. We cut back to the closet. We see Bender is back where he's supposed to be. Claire opens the door and enters.
You lost?
Claire stares at him and Bender smiles. Claire smiles back. Back in the library, Brian is busily preparing the essay. Andrew looks up and sees the newly made over Allison and is in awe. Allison walks towards him and stops when he sees Brian staring at her with his mouth open. She glares at him.
That looks cool.
Thank you.
Back in the closet, Claire kisses Bender. Then he breaks the kiss.
Why did you do that?
Because I knew you wouldn't.
You know how you said before how your parents used you to get back at each other? Wouldn't I be outstanding in that capacity?
Were you really disgusted about what I did with my lipstick?
Truth?
Truth.
No.
Back to the library, we see Brian lift up his paper and kiss it. We see Andrew and Allison.
Hey, what happened to you?
Why? Claire did it. What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just so different. Like, I can see your face.
Is that good or bad?
It's good.
Allison smiles. We cut to the hallway. The five are walking down the hall where they met by Karl, sweeping up. Brian nods at him.
See you, Brian.
Hey, Karl.
See you next Saturday.
You bet.
Cut to exterior parking lot day. Brian gets in his dad's car and leaves. Andrew and Allison kiss. Allison rips a patch off of Andrew's jacket and gets into the car. Andrew's dad arrives and looks at him, then at Allison. Andrew gets in the car and they drive off. We see Claire take out one of her diamond earrings and put it in Bender's hand. They kiss and she gets into her dad's car, leaving the parking lot. We see Bender put the earring in his ear. We cut back to the library. Vernon, at the end of a long day, picks up Brian's essay and begins to read.
Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we have to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it is that we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to think that an essay telling you who we think we are. You see us as you want to see us, in the simplest terms, in the most convenient definitions.
Exterior football field, we see Bender walking towards us as Brian's monologue continues.
But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain,
An athlete,
And a basket case.
A princess.
And a criminal.
Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
We see Bender walking across the football field as he thrusts his fist in the air in a silent cheer, and we freeze frame there. End of movie, Breakfast Club. Don't you?
Dun, 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 dun,
Forget about me.
dun,
Don't you
dun, 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 dun.
forget about me.
About me.
Okay, it just ended for them.
When you walk on by.
Walk on by.
Will you call my name?
Hey.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god.
I think, yeah.
I didn't end it yet. Ourselves. Yeah, no, we're still up there.